My name is Miss Corinne. I am a site interpreter at the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to live during Abraham Lincoln's time? How would we keep ourselves busy all day? What would we do to stay occupied? Today we have lots of things to keep us busy. We have the internet, we have TV, we have hoverboards. It's a great time to be alive. If this were the 19th century or the 1800s, we would have to find other ways to have fun. In fact, we would probably have to make the fun ourselves. This is what we call Makerspace Monday. We are going to make something brand new. We're going to use our brains, get creative. We're going to take old stuff around the house and make something brand new. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make a banjo out of a lid to a jar, a popsicle stick, and some rubber bands. And then you can start a little band to keep yourself busy. Now, to make one of these, you need the lid to a jar. Make sure the jar is empty and you don't need it anymore. There was exactly one pickle left in this jar. So A, I got to have a pickle with my lunch. That was great. B, now I have another lid to make another banjo. You will also need a big popsicle stick or a tongue depressor. If you don't have a big one like this, you might have a popsicle stick somewhere. If you have popsicles in your freezer, maybe see if you can have one, and now you have a popsicle stick. You will also need 3 to 5 rubber bands. The thin ones are best. Make sure they're nice and stretchy. These are going to be the strings on your banjo. And then you'll also need some masking tape. Now, I have pretty color masking tape, but if you have just the regular tan stuff, that's going to work just fine too. And if you feel like making it a little fancy, go ahead and grab some markers, because that's what's going to decorate the necks of our banjos. So I'm now going to show you guys step by step how to put one of these together, so just stick around. All right, guys, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to decorate the neck to your banjo. Now, what I've done is I've used some masking tape to make it kind of frilly and colorful, but if you don't have colorful masking tape at home, that's okay too. Because what you can do instead, I'm just going to add this for a nice blue top to my banjo. Now, what you can do is color it any way you want. So I can put on flowers if I wanted to. I can do stars. You can make it all rosy and floral like a country western banjo. You can make it kind of dirty and cracked like a punk rock banjo. You can color it all purple like Prince. He didn't play the banjo, but he probably would have liked a purple one. So once you have that all decorated the way you want, now you're going to start taping it. So take that lid, this lid here, we are going to put it face down. So those edges, put them face down. And now you're going to take this pretty popsicle stick that you've just decorated, put that face down also. Now you're going to take some of your masking tape, tear off a few pieces of it. We're going to start taping that down onto the lid of our jars. Now, you're going to want to make sure that this is nice and sturdy. So use some extra tape here on the back so you can keep that neck exactly where it needs to be. I have no shortage of tape, so I'm just going to tape it up. Really nice. Nice and sturdy. So we can play lots of music with our banjos. Now once you're pretty confident with the structure of your banjo back here, go ahead and flip it back over again. Now it's starting to resemble an instrument, I think. So what we need to do is start taking our rubber bands and we're going to stretch them across. So start down here at this base, bring it all the way up here, and we have the first string on our banjo. Isn't that cool? And now we're going to do the same thing again with another one. Here, up here. We can scoot it over a little bit, give ourselves plenty of room. And I'm only going to do 3 strings on mine. So I'm going to do one there and one there. Check that out. It starts to look like a banjo, huh? All right. Now, just to secure these strings, I'm going to go ahead and flip this back over again. We can see the backs of those strings there. I am going to just add a couple more pieces of tape, just so everything stays in place once we start rocking out. There's a piece. And one more for good measure, just in case. Never hurts, right? A little bit of tape, nice and sturdy. And voila! Check that out. We've made a banjo. Lots of fun. Alright guys, well I want to thank you all again so much for hanging out with me for a little bit and making something brand new. We used our hands, we used some creativity, and we used some old stuff around the house that we weren't using for anything else. So, we've made a banjo. I want to remind you guys that before you start building anything like this, check with your parents, make sure that it's okay to use any of this stuff before you get started, just in case mom had plans for this jar lid, or in case you didn't have enough rubber bands to spare. Just make sure that they're okay with it, and then see if they'll help you out. Maybe they want to make a banjo. Maybe they want to make something out of something else. Maybe they have brand new ideas. Anyway, we'll see you guys again on another Makerspace Monday. In the meantime, have fun and enjoy.